Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Manscaped. Make sure you have a smooth sack this summer with Manscaped, the best men's grooming products out there. Use promo code CHIEFS to get 20% off plus free shipping. My name is Harrison Graham, and we got some Chiefs news and rumors to explore here on today's show. And a new report is out that Kansas City is optimistic on getting a Chris Jones extension done. That report coming in from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler that getting a deal done before training camp is still very much a possibility, and there's some optimism that that will happen. Here's Jeff Darlington on SportsCenter earlier today. He says the Chiefs would like to give him that long-term extension. I'm told that they are still optimistic that this will get done likely before training camp for Chris Jones, and this is significant for a multitude of reasons, not just the contract itself. The Chiefs right now are just barely below the salary cap, one of the highest salary caps right now in this league. If they can do that deal with Jones, they can ultimately bring his annual number down. And look, there's a few different reasons why you want to keep Chris Jones, but his cap hit of almost $30 million, even for a player of his caliber, that's a huge chunk of your cap. Like, you want to lower that number in 2022, even if you don't want to go pursue other free agents. Like, getting that number down, I think, is very, very important. It gets you flexibility in the season to make signings, trades if you need to, add a player or two. And look, for no other reason, Chris Jones is an elite football player. Like, he's coming off probably the best year of his career with Kansas City this past season. He's a sack machine at that defensive tackle spot, always in the backfield. He's improved against the run. I think last year he was the best defensive tackle in football. That includes Aaron Donald. Just last year, I'm not saying overall, but you keep this guy around. There's no doubt about it, and that's one of many reasons to extend Chris Jones. Number one, a great player sticks around. You keep him in Kansas City. He said he doesn't want to play for another franchise, so that is number one. Number two, it does free up some cap space for 2022 to A, give you flexibility, and B, you could go sign a player like DeAndre Hopkins. You could bring him on board because you would have more money to spend in free agency if you are general manager Brett Veach. So there's really no downside. Obviously, the Chiefs, they're going to negotiate, and Chris Jones is going to negotiate with his representative, so it's not something that's just going to happen overnight, but you're dead last in cap space right now. If nothing else, getting more flexibility there, regardless if D-Hop is here or not, is something that would be advantageous moving forward. I think this deal gets done before camp. I just feel good about it. He wants to be here. The Chiefs want him here. There's really no downside. Make him the second highest paid defensive tackle behind Aaron Donald in the NFL, and go on about your happy day. Will Chris Jones sign an extension before camp? It is prediction time. Type S for sign or W for won't. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section down below. If he does not, I'll be very interested to see if he holds out of training camp. Let's talk about Kadarius Toney, who's been very active online. We're not going to talk a ton about that, but Bleacher Report does not believe that Toney will take advantage of his expanded role, at least an expected expanded role with Juju Smith-Schuster gone. Obviously, the Chiefs traded a third and a sixth-round pick to get him. Here's Alex K. of BR saying the Chiefs did an excellent job rehabilitating the career of Kadarius Toney after the wide receiver nearly derailed it with the New York Giants. He blossomed in KC last year, emerging as a key return man and a wideout for the eventual Super Bowl champions. Despite those displays and an increased role in 2023, it's hard to see Toney becoming a true number one receiver for the Chiefs. And look, in all fairness, Kadarius Toney, up to this point in his career, has not proven that he can be a consistent number one receiver. He hasn't. Now, he's flashed it. He has the tools, I think, to be a number one in this league. He doesn't have the full route tree, if you will, but I think there's still a long way to go for Toney, a lot to prove when it comes to his game. We'll talk about him a little bit more here in just a second, but I do want to give our shout-out, our sponsor a shout-out here, and that is Manscaped. The Lawnmower 4.0, the best ball hair trimmer on the market. It is smooth sack summer. If you want to keep your sack smooth, the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best trimmer to do it with. I've tried several products over the years, and Manscaped has helped me out tremendously. 4 adjustable guards, water resistant. You can use it in the shower. It's got a long battery life after you use the wireless charging station to charge this ball hair trimmer. Easy to throw in your DOP kit when you are traveling. Get 20% off with code CHIEFS at manscaped.com. The best men's grooming products come from Manscaped. Go check out their other products as well. I love their beard hedger product also. Manscaped.com, promo code Chiefs. Get 20% off plus free shipping at checkout. I love the Lawnmower 4.0. And, hey, it's my anniversary tonight, so you best believe I used this this morning before tonight's festivities. All right, Kadarius Toney a little bit more. And, look, through 2 seasons, he's only played in 19 games, so he hasn't always been available. The Giants' tenure was a disaster. He has less than 600 yards and 2 touchdowns. Look, I'm bullish on Toney. If he doesn't do anything else for the Chiefs, that trade was worth it because he helped them win the Super Bowl with a big-time punt return and a touchdown in the red zone. So you've already gotten your money's worth in the trade, but to sit here and just blindly say he's going to be a number 1, that would be fanboyish. I'm not going to do that. He's got a lot to prove for this team, both on the field and from a maturation standpoint. I mean, there's all kinds of DMs getting exposed about Kadarius Toney right now on social media. Then he comes out today and says, "My apologies, I got hacked," even though there were voice memos. I guess he could claim someone else his voice was on those. I don't think anyone's buying that. My advice would be to stay off Twitter. He can do what he wants. It's a free country, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of maturity questions there. There's commitment questions. He seemed to not give a shit when he was with New York. Now, to his credit, when he came to the Chiefs last season, played well, put his head down, played. No real issues, but long way to go to sit here and say, yep, he's going to be your number 1. There's not going to be any issues. I think we'd be a bit naive to just assume this is going to be a smooth ride. Now, can he be a number 1? I think he can. Type 1 for yes, or if you don't think so, type 2 for no. He definitely can. Will he? That's a different question. Let me know what you guys think in the comments in terms of can he. Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Get your votes in down below. And be sure to subscribe if you're part of Chiefs Kingdom daily coverage. Whether you agree with my takes or not, I'm going to be authentic news, rumors, honest opinions surrounding every storyline around this football team. So hit that sub button, turn on notifications. We got you covered here on a daily basis. Joe Burrow was asked recently about his rivalry with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, a brewing rivalry between these franchises moving forward. Here's what Burrow had to say on that topic. He said, "The best thing about that is it's all settled on the field. So we'll see them in December. Need to keep doing what we're doing. I think we're put a great plan together the last couple of years. Now we just have to finish it off." Number 1, and I think I've said this before, I think this is the new Brady Mahomes, or Brady, I don't know why I said Mahomes, the new Brady Manning, excuse the typo down there, not even a typo, just missed QB name. I think this is the modern rivalry, Burrow Mahomes, that's what it is. Josh Allen, he's got to win a big one in the playoffs to hop into this. But look, I get Burrow's 3-1 against KC, but Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls. He beat him last year in the AFC Championship game. To get it in another Super Bowl, Mahomes has played in 5 straight AFC title games. There's still a pretty wide gap there. Mahomes has a step up on Joe Burrow, but these are the best 2 quarterbacks in the NFL if you're asking me. I think they're going to play each other in a lot of high-leverage games moving forward. They play in December, probably going to play in the playoffs, so it's going to be interesting. But for Bengals fans out there, you got to start getting Lombardis if you're going to close that gap between Burrow and Mahomes. And Chiefs Kingdom, what do you guys think? Try to be honest. How many Super Bowls will Joe Burrow win? Joe Burrow will win blank Super Bowls. I do think he'll probably get 1, at least at some point, maybe multiple, but I would guess 1 or 2 if you ask me. I just think Mahomes is going to be a tough guy to get through in the playoffs year in and year out, but I do think he'll win 1 at some point. Fill in the blank for us. Joe Burrow will win blank Super Bowls in his career. And be sure to hit that sub button like we mentioned. More coverage to come. We're 2 weeks away from training camp, so football's in the air. You can smell it out there. It's going to be here before we know it. Don't miss out. Subscribe to the Chiefs Report, and we'll see you next time.